Chidinma, who is standing trial for the murder of Super TV Chief Executive Officer Usifo Ataga, has come to blame her actions on drugs and poverty. The 21-year-old, while speaking to Sun newspaper on Friday, said she wished she could turn the hands of time if it were possible for her to do so. It should be recalled that the suspect was arrested and paraded by the Lagos State Police Command for the murder of the deceased TV entrepreneur. According to her, she comes from a broken family and things were really difficult for her. She revealed that it was difficult to even complete her secondary education. She also narrated how she had to drop out from junior secondary school at year 2 and enrolled into SS1 because of lack of funds. Even at the senior secondary school level, she could not complete it as she had to sit for SSCE and jump from SS2. Aside from poverty, the 300 level students of mass communication department also blamed her actions on drugs, which she went into at about a year ago. She revealed that she was not herself the first time she started taking drugs. He said, but I continued taking it because my body later got used to it. It makes me feel high, she added. Asked if she have any advice for young people out there, Chidinma advised that they should try as much as possible to live within their means in order not to end up like her. Do you believe Chidinma's excuse of poverty and drug? What do you think? Let's hear what people are saying. That is what they always say. That is what they always say. But like, if you want to relate it with what Gumi has been preaching, which everybody is really against, because he's making excuses from there. They are doing this because of this. They are doing because of this, and people are saying that means that we shouldn't even have anybody behind bar. Nobody should be in prison now because people always come out to tell you that this is the reason why they are doing this. Oh, it is the devil. It is as a result of this, blaming other people for their this. Now we have a lot of people who are living, who are in this position, who are in this condition, yet they know if they derail to go and get it fast, to get it done fast, the repercussion. So they try to reframe themselves. In as much a lot of people go into all this things. Oh, nothing they happen. My own might be different. My own might be different. So to me, it's not an excuse, because we have millions of Nigerians who are in this position that their even case is even worse than our own. If everybody should now go in that line, then who are you going to rob off? Or who are you going to be cheating? Who are you going to be taking advantage over? That is it. All of these things are not tenable. Well, for your parents to live in Alagomeji, you guys are not poor but average citizens. Your quest for greed and drug led you to this. Someone say, I agree. Maybe she's the one taking the responsibility of her parents. We can't tell. Of course, a lot of children are like that too. You can't say. Many children are now exposed to crime, hackers, internet fraudsters, kidnappers, ritual killers, and so on. For many of these kids now feed their parents, pay house rent, and do all manner of things. Even working parents have not been paid for months. Many pensioners are dying on lines, waiting hopelessly for their entitlement. How did we elders open our eyes and allow things to get this far? There are many Chidinmas out there. Of course, many of them out there. Exactly, you are right. Maybe that man is a destiny helper. She just killed him as an act of greed. I don't think she needs a help in her life. Nothing like a destiny helper. Uneducated pastors tell you all this. Get a good education, like Ngozi Kunjewala. You will get a good job. Just good education, not part-time degree. Good education. Of course, because we learned that she's doing a part-time, but that does not mean anything. That doesn't mean anything if you are focused. Some people might not have an opportunity to go for good for full-time school. They have things they are doing. We have heard a lot of testimonies, a lot of things, reports about people who started from humble beginning and they ended up well. If you know what you want, a lot of children who started from a low beginning or humble beginning, they know what their focus are. They don't even look at other people. Even when you see your friends that came from a rich family, if you know what you want, you don't just as human being, you tend to like think somehow, but you need to call yourself back and say, no, this is not the kind of life I want to live. Some people have that they have a, what will I call it, they have that grace to be able to say, no, yes, I want to do this, I want to do that. Things might be difficult, but at the end of every day, at the end of everything, you see that at the end of every day, you see that if you want to jump 2 steps before you get to your real destination, it might not be as rosy, it might not be as easy, because you want to jump steps, and at the end of the day, you might not even be alive to make it, even when you're alive. But just like our own case now, where is she going to end, irrespective of anything? Even if she has a good lawyer that might want to bring technicality into all of these things, that maybe, oh, they might want to lessen the punishment, it's not going to be as though just being natural and pure and whatever. Now the money, did she get it? But how can a child be aspiring to be smoking? Because she said he started smoking last year or a year ago. So is that what she has been looking at, or what? Is that what, even those who are into that thing, how did they end? How did they end? So people can blame the parents, for all they want. The parents might not be aware. The parents might be aware, because we have parents too that send their children to go and do all manner of things. Chidinma admitted that she uses the man ATM to she used the man ATM to withdraw his money. For the man to release his ATM pin to Chidinma means he undergoes serious torture of beating and stabbing from Chidinma and her group. Chidinma is a criminal and cultist operating with her group. Chidinma has a lot of confession to make if handled very well. Yes, nowhere on earth Chidinma can be alone on this. You are right. How did she know the man's ATM? That is another thing, because nobody in his real sense will want to just release your ATM, your password for you just like that. And according to what she said, that they don't usually meet often, and more so, they don't. They just met 4 months ago. So where is the closeness from? Bad parents and bad friends pushed her to where she is today. The parents need to be ashamed. No, it is greed. She should just go and face the law. Drug and poverty never send anyone to kill unless you have the intention. She's not the poorest person in Lagos, neither is she the only girl that smokes. Perfect response. Put her on suicide watch, she gonna kill herself. That is absurd. True, I'm thinking same. She was moved by drugs, and yet to come to the fact she's a murderer now, with the whole public looking at her, she might want a quick way to end this all, which might lead to suicide. There's no difference. She soon be okay. You are poor and you are killing someone who's supposed to be your destiny helper, taking hard drugs, withdrawing huge amounts in someone's account. My dear, you are a criminal. The money you take from the man's account, check very well his iPhone that you buy from it. Now wow. How did she know the man's ATM? These are the questions that will be answered at the court. The judge will be answering, or the lawyer will be answering on her behalf. Definitely, it is really a messy incident.